Hello, this is Jeri Darby, and I am a writer now, writing coach, and we're with another author's chat. And today I have Sue Billings, who's going to be sharing her book. I feel like that. And she's going to be sharing her journey. And I just want to say, welcome, Sue, and thank you for interviewing with us today. And I just want you to tell us about yourself.
Well, hello, Jerry, and thank you for offering to have me on and talk about a little bit about myself. As you stated, my name is Sue Billings, retired, a divorcee with grown children and grandchildren that I love, and just enjoying my life at this period in time. I left the cold states and moved out to sunny Arizona, where it's nice and warm all the time. And I'm just enjoying life and looking forward to seeing just how far my book will go and maybe be inspired to do another one.
Well, great. I love that you retired and you ventured out to the sunny country. I'm thinking about that. I haven't got that adventurous yet, but great. Okay, so the title of your book is I Feel Like That. Can you take us back to a moment when you knew that you wanted to write this book? I feel like that.
Well, actually, it was kind of spontaneous. I really never thought about writing this particular book. I had started a book almost 10 or 15 years ago that I still haven't completed. Um, and for some reason, I was just sitting around in my spare time. And as I walk, sometimes I think about certain things. And all of a sudden, all of these different expressions and thoughts and opinions and views, everything just started rumbling in my head. And I thought, well, this might be something interesting just to put down on paper. And so I just started actually putting down the different little expressions and thoughts. And then it came to me, this is how I feel. So then I decided, well, let's write a book and call it I Feel Like That. So it was pretty much spontaneous. It was not something planned. It was just, let's see what I can do next.
Okay, well, I heard you when you said, this is how I feel. I'm going to write about that. But when you start to write about it, did you have anybody else in mind when you were writing your book?
Actually, I had a whole conglomerate of people in mind, right? There was family, there was myself, friends, work coworkers, and as over the years, as you talk with people and you see how they express certain things that they wish they could say out loud, maybe, or release certain things, um, which I've never had a problem with, just talking. And so it was just a whole bunch of people trying to see if I could relate to them to help them relate to whatever's going on in their lives and decide, they can do it. You can do it. I just want to inspire someone. I just really want to inspire people to be better and to not have fear. Just step out and do what you want to do. So there was a whole bunch of people, may have been some strangers, because as I talk to people and I listen to people and I empathize with people and everything and share certain things, it was just, this is it. I just felt like the moment was right, It's like when the water is right, drink it, step in it. Yeah, that's how
Yeah,
it
and
was.
I agree because, like you said, it's easy for you to talk, but there's so many people behind walls, and even myself, I consider myself to be an introvert, and people have no idea how hard I struggle to communicate and to come out of my shell. So I think your book is great. Why don't you show your book and tell us where you can get it?
All right, so this is my book, I Feel Like That. You can purchase it on Amazon.com. You can search the title, I Feel Like That, by E. Sue Billings. And we'll add a link to this interview once it's over, and you'll be able to also, click on that link or search that way to go get it. It's an excellent book. I've been getting excellent reviews, and not just saying it for myself, but from people that I've sold some to personally, from my own book stash here. And I'm just, it's overwhelming in a good way when you hear people say, that's exactly how I feel sometimes. And you've kind of brought some things out that I've been wanting to say or wanting to do and release. So I feel like that. Thoughts
Okay,
and
and it's
expressions.
available on Amazon, and we're going to share the link in this video that you can go directly. And I do want to say, if you purchased a book or you plan to purchase a book, please do leave a review, and people coming back to you saying, yeah, I can relate. I feel like that. That's the reason we write. So that's great. It's good that people are giving you that feedback. So
Yes.
you said that you were going through a state where you were having thoughts and you were saying, oh, I feel like that. What was going on in your life during that season when you were thinking those thoughts and this book was coming into fruition?
Well, to be totally honest, sometimes we all sit around and we have family, we have people maybe sometimes you don't see as much and you really love. And you start to, I won't say feeling melancholy or anything like that, but you do have those moments where you just would love to be around family like you were when they were younger and growing up. Everybody has their lives, and I understand that. And we're so separated at this point in time, living in different states, having family, and doing different things. And so when you sit here and you start just looking out and thinking, wow, I wish my grandchildren were here, or I wish my children were here, or friends, and everything. And so rather than feel sorry for myself or feel down, I thought, well, let's do it on a positive note. Let's just talk about it, be happy about it, relate about it, and share it with others. So it was just that day in a moment, feeling like, oh, it would be so nice to have family around, when we're all growing up, and whether it's your siblings or your nieces and nephews. And if you're in the same city, you get together for holidays, you get together for certain things. And those memories started to resonate with me again. It's like, you kind of miss those days, or being able to share those moments and being happy. And so I decided put it on paper.
And I know that your book will help to challenge people who have buried emotions to confront their feelings. And sometimes we do need something to help us to pull those things out. And really, sometimes people don't even know what feelings are buried. So I think your
Absolutely.
book does a very good job to identify those feelings. But can you share, how did you learn to confront your own feelings?
Well, to be honest, Jerry, I've been verbal all my life. I don't think I've ever not said what was on my mind from a kid. I recall an instance, my mom telling me when I was being potty trained, and she told and I'm like the next to the last of the five siblings, and she told my older sister to go get the potty for me. She said I jumped up and said, "No, I'll do it myself." And I went and got my own potty. Now, I don't know how old I was. It might have been a year or two, because at least talking is saying I'll do it myself. And so I went and got it and did my own thing. So I've always been very open and direct about certain things. I try not to be offensive, although sometimes, you don't know how people are going to perceive what you say, but I don't do it with the intent to offend. I just do it with the intent to be genuine and to be real. I'm not a fake person. Um, I may not always agree with other people, but I honestly believe I was born to be direct. Yeah, and so I've been like that even in school. And so as I get older, I'm more refined. than I was when I was younger. Because when I was younger, it would just, you got it, whatever I thought, you got it. So now I'm a little bit more refined, knowing how to put it to make sure you're not offending someone, but also helping that person, because that person may not have the same um, thought patterns or feelings or initiatives like you do, right? And everything and stuff. And so I'm trying, like I put in the book, one of the passages, to see it through someone else's eyes, how they feel, and everything and stuff. So that's my overall goal. I'm an extrovert. I'm an extrovert, and I have 3 extrovert children. So we're all just, very outspoken.
Yeah, well, that's great. I have extroverted children, but I tend to be introvert. But even with that, I'm a bottom line person, and so I get what you're saying sometimes when you try not to offend people, because while people going around the bush, I'm already at the bottom line. Let's just get to the bottom line here. Yes.
Yes.
um,
Just
so I think that's great. I really admire people that can just express yourself, because you don't have to deal with all those buried emotions because you got it out. Okay.
exactly.
And I'm
Exactly.
looking to the side here because I have my question. So let me see what my next question is. Um, okay. Is there a piece in the book that still stirs something inside you when you read it? And if so, you can take a moment to read now.
There is. And let me tell you why this one does. I am a person that loves to buy cards. I love to give people cards, whether it's a card of encouragement, birthday, whatever the occasion is, and sometimes just to say, I'm thinking of you. And sometimes people think that cards are just words. Well, they are words. They are words that if you take the time to read that card, those words are what's speaking to you that you want to say to that individual at that time. And so that's what we are made up of, words. So for me,
Yeah.
I don't care about getting gifts. I don't care about materialistic things like that. As far as if I do something for you, then I expect you to give me a gift back. The only thing I ever want in life, and I've asked for it, I won't get too personal, but it does. It's an emotional point of contingent for me, is that all I ever asked for was a card. And I feel like, you can go to the Dollar Tree and get a card for $1. So you can buy 12 cards and send a card every month if you wanted to. And it doesn't cost you much and everything. So this one still, sometimes when I read it, it still kind of brings a little pain to me and everything. And that's just my own emotions and how I feel. So let me just read a little bit of it for you. Just a card. For some, simply reading the words on a card is healing. When you invest your time to pick it out, it is a reflection of how you feel. Was it too much just to give a card? All she wanted was a card. It was a simple gesture to show you cared. It meant a lot to her. Were you thinking, it's just a card? What's the big deal? If that's all she ever asked you for, why not give her what she asked for? She did it when you asked. Were you that busy to get it, to send it? Life is short, and one day that person will be gone. So if all she ever asked you for was a card, make time, get it, and send it. It'll mean a lot to her. And that one really still, although I like everything that I've written in the book, this one I think might have been the catalyst for me to start writing this entire book as to how I feel because of that simple card. And I don't know if it's old school people, like baby boomers, where we all believe in sending cards and doing things. The newer generation is like, oh, okay. But it means a lot to people, old and young, because you never know what someone's going through.
Now, that's very true. And I do think that it's like old school. Though I still receive cards because I have my daughter, she loves to send cards to everybody for everything. And I have a friend that she sends me cards over the years. And I have a box of cards from coworkers and everybody, from
Yes.
people I have spoke on. And sometimes when you're feeling down, you can pull out the cards and say, hey, and it just really nurtures and waters your spirit. So I get it. But the other part of it is that we all have different love languages. And you can send a
Yes.
card to somebody and it may not mean as much to them. And you're right. This generation, they're on Facebook, Instagram. They got something to say to you. They're going to put it on Facebook. They're mad at you. They're going to put it on Facebook. There you go. So
There
they
you
don't.
go. Yeah. Rather than just talking to people and what have you, and that's what I'm all about. I'm not about necessarily, I will never air my thoughts and feelings and whatever we're going through, family, whatever, because we all have, different things. I would never put that out on social media because they don't know you per se. And if they do, you don't really need their opinion. You need to talk to the person that you have a disagreement with or whatever, or love, whatever it is. Just talk to that person. That's why I think when I wrote this book, it was like, just talk to each other. Don't talk around, just talk to each other. So I agree.
Yep, and I totally agree with that. Um, how did you decide which moments in life to write about and which to let go?
That was just kind of spontaneous as well. It was just that if this is the most pressing, helpful thought, then write about it. If it was something pressing, but yet only you would be the one that could benefit from it or get your emotions out, that was not my intent. My intent was to make this book talk to you like I'm talking to you. And so I
Hey.
think I put the I think I put the better portion of what I wanted people to hear than something that was, I didn't want it to appear negative or anything like that. I wanted it all to be a positive way of thinking.
Yes, and I like that you said that if it was going to do the greater good, like that's what you put
Yes.
in. And I just want to show people that these are short, brief writings that you can just read and reflect upon. And some of them in here, let me see. I'm not perfect. Let me
Yes.
say sorry. I am enough. Aging, never too old. Now that was my favorite.
Yes.
Ugly, jealousy. So she has a lot of emotions reflected in this book. So again, you said that we're going to put a link in. They can get it on Amazon. Do you want people to contact you directly? How would they
They
contact you directly?
they can, and there's an email that they can contact me at. Before I give that email, let me say this. My sister said she has read my book 3 times in one
Oh,
day.
really?
Right. And
Awesome.
then I've had another friend, she says she reads it, she'll pick up and just read the passage that she needs on that specific day, and everything and stuff. So very short, not a big book. People can really enjoy it in one day. So if you want to reach out to me personally, you can go to my email, which is fans, that's F as in Frank, A, N as in Nancy, S as in Sue, ESB70 at yahoo.com. Fans ESB70 at yahoo.com.
And we'll also put that email in the links too. And so let me see here. What's next for you? And would you ever lead a live group through these writings? I think that would be great.
No, I have to be honest. I don't know. If it did happen, it would just have to happen naturally. It wouldn't be me trying to set up a group and saying, hey, let's come and talk about this. Unless a group of people, a group of authors that have written books, and we get together and we just want to share our books with each other and talk about certain passages or what have you, and then maybe have a group of people there to ask questions. I don't know. I don't really know at this point if that's something I will do. It's not something that I would take off the table, but I would, I don't know at this point.
What about a group of readers, a group of people that have your book that's, hey, let's just get together and talk about some of these emotions?
That would probably be ideal and everything. I even asked a lady here out here in the subdivision who's also an author. I said, maybe one day you and I, we get together, my daughter and her husband who's written books, we all get together and maybe have a pop-up tent in the subdivision and, sell our books, of course, but also just have a conversation if someone wants to ask a question or just, have a dialogue. So there's things rumbling in my head what's possible.
I know, working with you, you rumble a lot. Yeah, I mean, you be
It's just like,
generating those ideas, and that's great because as
right,
writers, we need to do that
right,
because we need to be exploring ways to get our books into the hands of the people that we wrote them for because we know that they have value and they're going to benefit someone. I'm a
right.
Christian writing coach, and I believe that when God puts it on your heart to write a book, there's already a people waiting for it. And we just have to listen to Him to help us navigate and get them into the hands of those people. And so,
Absolutely.
like, I was looking at something else I wanted to ask you here. What's one very feeling that you're really happy you breathed off on the page you released it?
I think once I said what I said about just a car was probably a buried feeling because I don't want anybody to feel like I'm begging or asking them to do anything or give me something, right? And everything and stuff. And so rather than say that sometimes I just kind of like, oh, it's okay. You'll be okay, and everything and stuff. So writing it, I thought, well, maybe if anybody who knows me read that portion of the book, they may think, wow, that's all she did ever ask for. So that one has been released. It's gone. It's taken flight. It
And I bet it feels good, right?
does. It does. It does.
Okay. So if someone's watching or someone has read your book and they don't even know where to begin facing the feelings or releasing them, what would you say to them?
I know this may sound easy, but I just really say just do it, first of all. Take a look at where you're at, see where you want to be, and then make the steps to get there. If you're tired of doing the same old thing, getting the same result, then it's time for you to say, what can I do new in my life to start new, to get a different result? The way you think is the way your outcome is. So if you stay thinking, I can't, I am less than, I don't know, I don't look good enough. All these emotions will keep you right there. But when you stop and say, hey, whoever told me these negative things about me, that's not me. I know I am better than where I'm at right now. So take baby steps. Take baby steps. Do a self assessment of who you are right now. And if you don't want to be there, you just got to take a step out on faith every day. It's all about faith to get to the next level of where you want to be. So it sounds simple, but I say rather than sit and just say, well, maybe tomorrow. No, tomorrow's not promised. Start today. Start today and just say, I am tired of feeling like this. I want to feel like that. I want to be different. And you can't, and don't let other people's negativity keep you down. Because as soon as you start trying to do something positive, people always want to remember who you were. Oh, I remember when you did this, and I remember. Let that go. You don't care what they remember. You want to move forward. So just do it. Take that step and move out.
And that's it. We got to start the journey somewhere. And one thing you said is like, we're all made of words. That's what we're made of. And
Yes.
so negative thoughts, they live on and on until we choose to do something different. And your book is a tool that will help people do that. So can you show your book one more time and tell people where they can get it? And then if there's anything else you would like to add, you can do so at this time.
Once again, I feel like that on Amazon. The author is Sue Billings, and we will add a link in the comments in the video. And just lastly, I hope you enjoy the book. I really do, because I really think it will help you. And if you want to talk, send me an email. And then I'll personally, if you want me to call you and talk about something, I really do mean what I say in this book, every word of it. When I say I really do care, I really do care about humans and about people. And it doesn't matter whatever walk of life you're at, I still care about people, because that's what we really put on this earth for, is to care about humans and care about each other. So I hope you get the book.
Okay, so I just want to thank you, Sue, for sharing your time with us and going over your book and your journey with us. And that's a very generous offer that you made to have people contact you. And so I thank you. I wish you great success on your author's journey, and I'll be watching to see where you're led and what you're going to do next. So
Thank
you have
you.
a great day.
Thank you, Jeri.
And I
You as
want to
well.
thank everyone for watching. Please do follow me on YouTube and get her book. And if you do, please do uh, leave a review. That's the greatest honor you could pay an author, is to leave them a favorable review.
Out there that would like to write a book and don't know where to start, I suggest you contact Jeri Darby, and I'll let her give you her information. I am a writer now, and I'm telling you, she will navigate you through all the process. It was very clear. She was very patient, and you can get this book done. I know. Okay. So if you're interested in writing, contact Jeri Darby. She's a perfect one for it. Thank you.